And that's the whole purpose of like braids, twists, and all that. It's like a protective styling. But I feel like Black women owe it to nobody to explain to why they wear wigs and braids and all that stuff. Because like, what if it's just cute and I like to switch my hair up?
En had ze dat, waar had ze dat gedaan? Edith, op het slavenschip of in Paramaribo of in Afrika? In Afrika, oké, ja, wat hebben we gedaan? Ja, dan had ze aangevlogen. Zit daar erin? En dan had ze dan weer. Zo. Zie je? Is dit? Zo was het gebeurd.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm like still learning how to like control my angles and get my angles right. So that's why y'all a little backed up instead of up close today. Excuse my nails, ill. No, but today's video, we're going to be talking about a topic that has been on my chest for a minute. I was supposed to record this last week, but I literally had so much going on and like no shade, but like school comes first before anything. And my health too, because I was having little issues with my knee. But yeah, all that is good. Here we are about to record this video on why it's not just about hair. Like, it's not just hair. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, what could she be talking about? Like, what do you mean it's not just hair? It's just hair. Like, no. Through everything within every culture, there is a lesson. Like, there's a culture within it. Whether that be braids, wigs, 4C hair, 4B hair, there is something within that that is the reason why it is the way it is today. We'll start with braids. Box braids, well, they were just braids back then, but braids back then were first created in Africa in 3000 BC. So back then, slaves used braids, like braiding their natural hair, as a way to create maps to like escape plantations. You know, they used it as a way to store rice within their braids. They would put rice within their braids in their scalp and then braid it to hide the rice. Whether they're going to use it to cook or use it as a crop, they just stored rice within their braids. Wearing your hair, as a Black person, wearing your hair in braids, twists, locks, whatever it was, it's been so controversial, not just within our community with people telling you, oh, you must hate yourself because you're wearing that. But even with jobs, back then there were certain jobs that weren't going to hire you if you didn't have your hair in a white adjacent way, meaning if you were male and you had dreadlocks or your hair in braids, like you were seen as a thug, like you were unprofessional. Women, you couldn't just, they always say wear your natural hair, but they really mean that when you have like curly 3A, 3C hair. If I were to wear my beautiful 4C hair out in certain places, I would get told like, oh girl, your hair not done. Oh girl, brush your edges. Thank God I'm at the age where I don't care about stuff like that. And I don't care what others might be thinking about my hair, because at the end of the day, I'm not a child, number one. Number two, you're not doing my hair for me, so why should I care about what you have to say? Like, you're just projecting. There's people that are so insecure about their own being that they project that within someone else because they can't do it. Like, don't be mad because I can wear my hair out beautifully and you don't want to. You can, but you just don't want to. Braids also became very popular within the 90s. In Janet Jackson and Poetic Justice really popularized box braids. She didn't start it, but she really popularized it. So then from then moving forward, like that became the thing, like to get your hair braided like Janet Jackson did. You know? And it's like Black hair is only acceptable if it's, you know, if it's like in a Eurocentric way, meaning like, let's just say you had a like natural hair day at your Black school. The amount of people that would come with like silk presses or like relax their hair or perm it, like, yeah, that's your hair, but we want to see your hair in its natural state. Like, natural Black hair is beautiful. Now, at the end of the day, people are grown. Like, I've gotten silk presses before. I can actually count on one hand how many times I've gotten a silk press my entire life, because I didn't start getting them till after I was like, after 18. During 18, because like before then, from like age 5 to 14, I would just get relaxers. They would blow dry my hair, relax it, and call it a day. Like, I don't even want to get into that. Touch up on that, there's so many Black women who have had to do the big chop, including me. Like at 14, I made the decision on my own, like telling my mom, girl, I'm not listening to you. and I cut my dead ends because my hair was so dead with heat damage. Like the relaxers really kill your roots, they really do. And so many black girls have similar stories. You know, I got my first relaxer when I was like 5-6 years old, and from then up until I was 14 years old, I was just getting relaxers every other month. Like my mom didn't know, my hair wasn't even that like difficult to deal with, so looking back, I really don't know why she was doing that. But yeah, my hair was always like, it never grew. It was always like up to here at most. And like since cutting my hair when I was 14, it's grown so much. Like it's grown so much healthier. When I'm not like wearing twists or braids or something, I try to learn how to do my hair naturally because I'm still learning how to do natural hairstyles on myself. But yeah, so many black women could relate. Like you always have to do the big chop once you're like in your late teens, early 20s. Some don't even do it till their 30s. Like we all got the same struggle story. That's why some of our hairs don't grow past our bra strap. Like we got to cut it off, like all of it, like start from like the roots, like shave it all off just for it to grow because of how damaged it's been at the hands of the elders that were supposed to be teaching us that our hair is beautiful. They were teaching us, well, no, it's not easy to manage, so let's just perm it. And then you have little black girls, like for example, I'm gonna use a celebrity shout. You have little black girls like Blue Ivy, for example. I vividly remember back then, like seeing on like black TV shows and black award shows and like black blogs, like Blue Ivy was like not even 5 years old and her hair was just the topic of discussion. And like, look at her now, I'm pretty sure she's a teenager, I think. And her hair goes past her bra strap. Like her hair is probably longer than those people who used to talk about her as a kid because her mom wasn't putting no relaxer, no perm, no nothing in her hair, just letting it be, just letting her black hair be. And like they would compare her black hair to Northwest, who's obviously a biracial girl, and she had curly hair. And it's just like, this is what I mean when I say like, they be like, wear your hair in its natural state, but they really only mean it when your hair is curly like that. Like it's not acceptable if it frizzes up, if it's very textured. Black hair that's not in a wig or in a sew-in or just so in or straight or something is looked at as unprofessional or unkept. Like if I leave right now, I got this bandana on, my edges ain't done. You know what? Actually, let me take my bandana off. I only took it off because I was sweating and that wasn't cute. But like if you leave without your edges done, it's looked at as unkept and like not right. And white people don't think and look that hard when it comes to edges, but black people do, unfortunately. But like none of that is true. Like why is a messy bun like this acceptable, but a messy bun like this is not? You know what I mean? And obviously when you're black and you, even if you have 3A hair or 4C hair, like shrinkage is like literally gonna be on you like white on rice. So it's like, why is it seemed as, oh, like you have no hair, like, oh, you bald headed. Whole time my hair is just like in its natural state. That doesn't mean I'm bald headed. I've seen so many girls with 4C hair whose hair is like this and they just blow dry and it's like past their bra strap. But why would that, even if their hair was just this big, like why would that matter? It's hair. Like genetics play a huge part in hair. Like some people just are not meant to have long hair. As long as it's healthy, that's all that matters. Long doesn't mean healthy, because there's a lot of people growing up who was getting relaxers and perms when I was a kid. It was long, but it was so dead and unhealthy, and the split ends, like it was so thin. Oh my gosh, the hair was so thin. My hair was so thin. Like my hair is so thick now. That's why I'm still learning how to do it. Because when I had my little, after I cut it, after having the perms and stuff, it was thin. So I was still able to like do little braids. But now that it's thick, my hands hurt and I got to go in and I'm learning how to do masks now. I've had these for like a while. I'm going to take it out really, but I'm still going to leave it in to let my hair, you know what I mean, do its thing. And that's the whole purpose of like braids, twists, and all that. It's like a protective styling. But I feel like black women owe it to nobody to explain to why they wear wigs and braids and all that stuff. Because like, what if it's just cute and I like to switch my hair up? I literally dyed my hair last year and I'm going to re-dye it again after like somewhat 10 months. Because it's been like 6-7 months since I last dyed it. And I want to leave it alone because, you know, trying to make sure my hair is healthy. So then I'm gonna dye it again. And it's just like, because I want to, like, nobody should have to explain to why they do what they do with their hair, because it's their hair, it's your crown. Your hair is your crown. It's like black styles and like black aesthetics is only acceptable when it's like not on a black face. You know what I mean? You have women like this one right here who gets to do that. And then this one gets told that she looks like she smokes weed and smells like cannoli oil or whatever that white lady was saying.
hair to me overwhelms her. Like, I feel like she smells like patchouli oil. Or weed.
As per
Don't even get me started on what they do when they find these styles. They give it different names. Like, what the hell are boxer braids? Like, what? You mean cornrows, girl? This how you know, like, this is what they be talking about. Like, this is the reason why we say cultural appropriation. I don't know if braids could ever be culture appreciation, because a lot of the times when people do it, they really do it out of a state of ignorance and wanting to be like Black women and Black people. But hey, what can I say? At the end of the day, Black people are willing to invite anybody to the cookout because they do something somewhat remotely Black. But, you know, white people ain't doing the same. Like, they are not inviting you to the kickbacks, to the shindigs, to the rodeos. Like, they not doing that because, you know, Tennessee whiskey. Like, I don't know why we do that. I don't even want to go to the cookout if y'all just gonna be inviting all these white faces to Black spaces. Like, no. As of today in 2025, I think there's about 30 states right now who have passed the Crown Act within their states, which is a law that forbids Black people from being discriminated against because of their hair. Because like I was saying before, there's such a long history of Black people who weren't hired because they had locks, because they had a short afro, because they had braids. Like, shoot, you want me to come up in there with a straight sew-in or straight hair, but you're not paying for it? Like, leave me alone. Anyways, it's all just a bunch of crazy hoopla in my eyes. I feel like we as Black people, as soon as we start accepting all Black, hold on, I'm admiring my beauty right now. So let me stop. As Black people, as soon as we start accepting all Black textures, white people will do the same. And if they don't, screw them. Who needs them, JK? But I hope this video was educational at its best. I am no teacher. I am just me. This is what this channel is all about. There's no niche, just me. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a family member, tell a coworker, tell a stranger, tell anyone that I just dropped this video and it's so educational that the whole world has to listen to it and watch it. And, you know, just absorb the romance of this video and what I'm saying. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.